Thousands of years ago, the North American continent was trapped under a sheet of ice. The landscape was desolate, freezing, and incredibly unforgiving. For early humans, survival meant constant motion. People lived as nomads, tracking enormous, heavy-coated animals like mammoths across the tundra to secure their next meal. Human life in this era was entirely reactive. Daily existence was dictated by the extreme cold and the migration patterns of the food source. Then, roughly 11,700 years ago, global temperatures began to rise. The Ice Age was over. As the massive glaciers retreated, they carved out new geography, leaving behind fresh rivers and vast lakes where solid ice used to be. But this warmer world brought an immediate crisis. The giant animals that early humans relied on for survival couldn't adapt to the heat and went extinct, leaving a devastating vacuum in the food supply. In their place, thick forests began to spread rapidly across previously frozen territories. Humanity faced a stark choice: adapt to a stationary forest ecosystem or face extinction alongside the megafauna. The first major adaptation was to stop moving. Communities began settling down next to reliable, permanent water sources. By staying in one place, people noticed how plant cycles worked. They learned that they could collect seeds, plant them, and engineer a predictable harvest year after year. Different regions developed unique crops, but a specific farming system emerged across the continent, known as the Three Sisters. The first pillar of this system was maize, or early corn, which provided a dense source of carbohydrates. The other two pillars were beans and squash. Grown together, they naturally supported each other's growth and created a balanced, reliable diet. Mastering these crops gave early communities a consistent caloric surplus. With a reliable pantry of food stored for the winter, the need to chase animal herds disappeared. Temporary hunting camps were replaced by permanent homes built from earth, timber, and local materials. As the food supply stabilized, populations grew. Living in larger, permanent villages required complex social cooperation to farm efficiently and defend the settlements. Soon, isolated villages realized they could exchange their excess crops and specialized goods with other communities across vast distances. They traded tools, raw materials, and finely crafted clay vessels, spreading technological innovations from one region to the next. Along these exact same trade routes traveled spiritual traditions, ceremonies that honored the changing seasons, celebrated the harvest, and connected communities. Agriculture acted as the catalyst that wired the entire continent together into a complex, interactive cultural system. This map shows the geographic scale of what emerged. Across North America, these interconnected nodes revealed distinct, powerful civilizations rising from the trade network. In the deserts of the Southwest, the ancestors of the Pueblo peoples established major cultural hubs. They engineered massive, multi-story adobe structures, permanent apartment-style complexes built directly into the environment. To the east, the Adena and Hopewell cultures developed extensive trade networks stretching across the woodlands. They constructed monumental earthworks, moving huge amounts of soil to create precise geometric shapes and animal effigies, clear evidence of highly organized societal labor. The North America encountered by European explorers was an ancient, highly developed world, the product of an 11,000-year chain of human adaptation. Next time, we journey into the remote canyons of the American Southwest to examine one of those ancient societies up close, the ancient Pueblo peoples.